This video was made possible by Gamersgate.com. Download games anytime, anywhere. Skip it up and that up. So finally, for all the people who aren't following me on Facebook, which again, I strongly suggest that you do, because I put up all my videos there. I let you know what's going on with me, when I'm going to be posting videos. I have discussions on there. Anyway, the link below to my Facebook channel is in the description, by the way. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. You're going to be seeing a lot of Fear 2 Project Origin footage. The reason why is because I'm actually finally going to do my review for Fear 2 and then Fear 3, especially since the holiday, or Halloween I should say, is coming up. It's a perfect time to finish that off. So you're going to see a lot of Fear 2, and you're going to see a lot of the Fear series in general. So just letting you know, if you're wondering why there's so much Fear footage up, now you know. So this is super badass, man. You could hate on Microsoft and Xbox all day, but the fact that they're going to have dedicated servers for every single game that's released for the Xbox One, at least according to what I'm reading, not just in this article, is cool as hell. I think that's absolutely amazing. But anyway, I'll give my opinion on it more later. So senior Xbox director Albert Pinello talked about how they're going to have these data centers that every developer could utilize. And this is what he had to say. With server-based multiplayer gaming, not only can more players play the game, think hundreds of players simultaneously, that's amazing, the gameplay will be much more reliable for the players. No more host migration interruptions, suboptimal experiences for the host, home network NAC constraints, or player cheating, which I think we've dealt with all of those issues before when you use peer-to-peer servers. He also talks about how cloud computing, which this part, I'm still not sold on cloud computing, but he says how cloud computing could offload the computations of the Xbox One to the cloud, like world management, rendering, controls, network, lighting, physics, and AI. Okay, so first off, about every single Xbox One title being able to use dedicated servers, that is so awesome that I can't even express how amazing that is and how excited I am for that, because you know damn well, especially if you've played Call of Duty, how much peer-to-peer servers suck horsewiener. I mean, they're horrible. It makes Call of Duty Online sometimes unplayable. And there's nothing more aggravating than when you are winning a match, like if you're playing deathmatch free-for-all and you're dominating, and like in the last 2 minutes the person rage quits who's the host, and you know it's supposed to switch to another host, and sometimes it just kicks you all out of the game because it can't find an optimal host. If those days are gone on the Xbox One, that is amazing. There's nothing negative you could say about every game having dedicated servers. Now, the whole cloud thing in the future, handling physics and lighting and rendering and all that. Look, I'm not a software or hardware engineer, okay, but I just don't understand. Unless you have a fiber optic feed with a cable the size of a tree trunk coming into your house, and even then I would still question it, how the Xbox One is going to send tasks or code thousands of miles away, possibly, or hundreds of miles away, to a data center for a supercomputer mainframe to calculate, send it all the way back to your Xbox One, and do this without noticeable latency. I'm not sold on it yet. And from what I see with interviews with Mark Cerny, he's not either. Now, could it be that Sony doesn't have the money to do the whole cloud computing thing like Microsoft? That could be too. That could be why they're downplaying it. But, you know, a lot of people saying, Rich, you don't understand. But here's the thing. Software developers and game developers complain when there's latency on the motherboard of a game console or computer. There's obviously going to be latency if you're sending code through your internet service provider for some mainframe to do the calculations, like I said, hundreds of miles away. So, I mean, I'm not saying cloud computing is not a thing, and in the future it's not going to be optimal, but I don't see it coming for a long-ass time, man. Like, even when, like, Google Fiber becomes super mainstream, I don't even think that'll be enough bandwidth for that. You know, I know people are going to say, Rich, they already had, like, on live, and people are playing games through cloud services, but when a processor needs, or a graphics processor needs a task completed. They need it right then and there. They can't wait even that nanosecond for it to go be transferred through the internet and then be sent back after it's processed by some mainframe. So I don't know, man. I mean, in the future, yeah, it'll be a viable option, but I'm thinking like it'll be after this next console generation that cloud computing will be beneficial. At least that's the way I'm seeing it. All right, folks, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting Review Tech USA. Have a good one.